Nonetheless, we had two Safeways. Safeways was the only supermarket for a while, and then a guy named Joe Dagna opened a second, quote, supermarket, which is located where CVS Pharmacy is now located. And again, some of you remember Dagna's, I'm sure. Yeah, I know, but they don't know. I mean, we're talking history here, right? Okay. Now, some of you are thinking, well, gee, you know, only two markets in Albany? No, 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 no. There were beaucoup small, independent, family-owned markets, all kinds. Now, I can't remember all of them by any means, and for those of you who live in what, for the sake of just description, we call Lower Albany, you would be able to fill in the gaps here, because I only can go down basically as far as, the BART tracks, really, from my childhood. Okay, McNabb's. Any of you remember McNabb's, little tiny place? No? Okay, McNabb's called it is a bust. Telephone market on Solano. No? Okay, it was there. Truly it was. Okay. Going down a little bit further, we've already done Safeway, and we've already done Dagna's. Chelamitos. Oh yeah, aha, rang a bell with the Chelamitos market, which is probably the last one to hold out, I think, wasn't it? On Pierce, yeah. One on Pierce. Okay, now, as I said, for those of you who were down below, there were all kinds of family-owned markets on San Pablo, I know, but I don't know what their names were. Villas, thank you, there's another one. Cash is King.
That's Villas.
Okay, that's Villas, all right, pardon me. All right, come on. Drawing a blank?
1920, there was Martinez.
Okay, 1920, woo! Martinez.
Marin Market and the Standage Market.
Marin Market and the Standage Market. Okay, now see, lots and lots, okay, excuse me? Knapp's Market, lots and lots of places to shop. Little places, family owned, some of which actually delivered, which some of you may remember. You phone your order in the telephone market, think of the name. You would phone your order and they would deliver. It was, I suspect, more expensive than other places, but what the heck, it was there. Okay, now, food, eating establishments. Solano, the city of, Solano, the street of restaurants, correct? You name it, hey, we got it. Come to Albany, what cuisine do you like? Oh, hey, try this, try that. High scale, low scale. Wonderful. Okay. When I was but a lad, World War II time, 3 restaurants. 1, 2, 3. The whole street. Maybe 4, but really 3 when you come right down to it. Way up at the top, and I'm searching for this, please, somebody help me with this. Way up at the top above the Oaks Theater was a family-style sit-down restaurant. I remember it as being a very dark interior place with dark furniture. And I think Shelley's? Does that ring a bell? So Shelley's? Something like that. Doesn't ring a bell. Nothing, huh? Rats, I was hoping. Okay, Jack's, another little sit-down restaurant up by basically where the Bone Room is now, you know, up there? Okay, which is also where the telephone market was. The Palm Gardens, which was a bar and restaurant, and we had many, many bars in Albany at that time, as many of you know. There were all kinds of bars. I mean,
Was the Red Barn up there?
oh, the Red Barn came in after the war. The Golden Cup was in for a little while after the war, I remember. Walker's, of course, came in later. Excuse me? Heather and Thistle. Right. Thank you, sir. Heather and Thistle to Walker's. Excellent. Thank you. Filled in a gap for me. Anyway, lots of places to eat. Lots of places to eat. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm told to say Bartolo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
1089 for it.
Yeah.
Okay, on the theme of food and food deliveries, raising food, canning, maybe some of the women could talk. Marjorie?
I don't remember. I know we ate, but I don't remember. But all I remember.
Growing food in your own yard or trees?
All I remember is that when you live up 63 steps, everybody in your family disappears when you come home with the groceries. No, yes. We lived on Santa Fe in a little house when we first came to Albany, which was in 42. And we were married in November, and we could not get into the little house for 2 or 3 months because there was no place to live around the whole East Bay because so many thousands of people were coming because of the war to California and taking up all of it. But we did do this, and we Lee was at sea, so I was being very patriotic and growing a garden, and I did. A victory garden, you bet I did, and I did a very good job. I had enough to even give the neighbors sometimes. They said, "Did you grow this?" "Oh yes, sure." But I had been raised in Berkeley where I had a big backyard, and they taught me how to grow stuff, so that was fine. But we did have it, and there was a little, you talked about a little store just up around the corner from Santa Fe on the north side of Solano that was quite an elegant grocery store. They had wonderful fruits and things of that sort. And I remember once buying a case, I'm talking about canning things, I remember buying a case of pears, and trying to can them. I didn't do as well as I did when my mother was overseeing things, but this is what we did. You just have to. Sugar was another thing that was rationed, and coffee. And coffee was something, well, we didn't drink coffee much. As I say, my husband was gone a good part of the time, and we didn't drink coffee much, so we had the what do you call it? Here I am. Well, anyway, no. The ration stamps, and when you did that, you got coffee, and then we had a little boy, and he got a ration book. And as I say, we didn't drink coffee, so I could exchange the coffee coupons off the ration book for people to watch the baby. That's what I did.
There were the PTA carnivals. And there were the PTA carnivals. They were big events, and they charged a nickel a serving, and they couldn't repeat it the next year because it was too expensive.
Speech.
No, we don't do speeches. Just to add a little bit to talking about food and things like that. Back in the old days, let's say, everybody grew their own vegetables. You didn't go to the store for vegetables. And everybody had raised livestock also. I raised rabbits, you raised chickens, and you raised something else, and then we traded. And we might trade for some wine, we might trade for eggs, but that's how neighbors worked. We all shared everything. And I think in those days we were a lot more neighborly than we are now, unfortunately. We knew all our neighbors, and our neighbors, everybody was comfortable. And I can remember so plainly back in the late 30s, going to my grandmother's house on Madison. And everybody get together and they'd make raviolis, or they'd